Today on Suncoast View, a U.S. Open player is caught up in a dress code controversy. But was she treated fairly? We'll discuss.
A Suncoast Mom blog wants to bring moms together to make lasting memories. We'll get a preview of one of their upcoming events.
And we have a makeover in our studio today, but it's not a person, it's our studio piano. All that and more right now on Suncoast View. Welcome to the show. Joey and Stephanie are off today, but we welcome Nikki Logan Curran from the Scout Guide.
Hi.
Welcome back, Nikki.
Thank you. It's always fun to be here.
Oh, you're always fun. You always bring us some exciting things. And for the first time ever, we have Johnette Isham from Realize Bradenton. Welcome, Johnette. Where have you been?
Well, I'm just working the butt off in Bradenton, but I'm so glad to be here.
I know, I haven't seen you forever. It's good to see you.
Well, I see you when I do events, because you always
Yes.
have some events going on.
Yes.
Tell me about Realize Bradenton now. That organization made more difference than any one organization I've ever seen when it came to town.
And really, it's because it was created from 2,000 citizens about 9 years ago. And basically, Linda, we bring people together around fun, food, music, art, and getting people together in public spaces, the streets, the parks. We don't have a theater. So we make energy in the streets, and we brand Bradenton as a great place to live, to work, to play, and to contribute, because we do a lot of work the last 3 years with millennials and getting them together to make positive contributions.
I'm just surprised that getting together to have fun can make so much difference.
It does, because you get to know your neighbor, you bring a spouse or a friend, and you get to know people you don't know, and it's all about finding out the assets of your community, being an ambassador, and then eventually getting so excited you contribute to making Bradenton a better place.
You don't want to miss out.
No, no.
And it's working.
It is
working.
It is
so
truly working.
Beautifully.
We have about 400 volunteers and about millennial core of about 300 millennials that work with us.
That's amazing.
It is. It really is. It's exciting.
And her team is probably one of the most well-organized teams I've ever worked with, and I know I've told you that a million times, but they're a well-oiled machine, and they work really, really hard, so
it's
making a difference.
It is. It is.
Well, we've got a well-oiled machine in our Rice's Appliance Kitchen today. We want to welcome Grill Master Joey from the Longhorn Steakhouse.
How you doing?
What are you going to be making today?
Today we're going to be cooking up our tailgate favorite, our baby back ribs.
That sounds delicious. And there's some tricks that go along with that, right?
Absolutely.
Aha, we want to know your inside tricks
We'll tell you
so
some
we
of
can
them,
make a
not
good
all.
impression. Okay, we'll see you shortly. And now it's time for our first hot topic. The U.S. Open is being criticized for penalizing a female tennis player for briefly taking off her shirt on Tuesday. Alice Cornett, ranked number 31 in the world, had changed her shirt between the second and the third sets, but she didn't realize that she put it back on backwards, so she quickly removed her shirt to fix the error. And she got a code violation for unsportsmanlike conduct from the umpire. Cornett was visibly shocked by the call, and she ended up losing the next match. The Women's Tennis Association rules state that women can only remove their shirts off the court. Now, there is no such rule for men, and several had removed their shirts with no penalty. Do we think this is fair, ladies?
No, it makes me mad, and I didn't even know about it.
Neither did I, but I'm glad you brought it up.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I understand she was not nude. She had on something that a sports bra
Right,
that she
right,
would
right,
have run
exactly.
with, something that she would have been seen in public with. But is it fair that the men right next to her were taking theirs off, but she was penalized?
No, and it's not fair that there's completely topless women barely covered like this in the middle of Times Square. Like, we send such a mixed message, like, be sexy, don't be sexy, change your shirt, be an athlete, but don't be too sexy of an athlete.
And what are we saying to young women athletes?
Right.
By
Keep
a
your
double
clothes on.
Well, a double standard.
It is a double
Linda.
standard.
Yeah.
It is, but you know, that's the way it is in life. So don't we have to learn to adjust the way things are so that we don't make a mistake in the wrong place and get in trouble like she just did?
I mean, the rule is in place, so I get it, but it shouldn't be in place unless
And
the guys can't do it either.
I think the association said that there is a time and place for everything, and they've decided this is not the place for a woman to take her shirt off in public. even though she was not nude underneath.
I don't know. I don't feel like that you should have double standards like that, period. Like either everybody gets dressed off the court or everybody, I'm maybe a little partial about it because I just don't feel like you should have double standards like that.
I agree with Nikki.
And there's bigger fish to fry. Let's play the game.
Let's play the game. We're all about tennis. Okay, here's something that I am guilty of. Do you talk to yourself? I mean, like full-fledged outline conversations. Well, if so, don't worry. That's apparently a sign of intelligence. Wow. The Journal of Experimental Psychology says talking to yourself makes your brain more effective at recognizing objects, and it stimulates its memory centers, and they have studied how talking to yourself out loud is an extension of your inner silent talk, and research proves that it helps you organize your emotions, your memories, and your thoughts, and even plan future actions. Okay, admit it. Do you guys ever talk to yourself?
100%. I know people see me doing it in my car. Like I'll be running over like, okay, so I need to run here, and blah, 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 and I'll like have a whole conversation, and then I'll look over and I'm like, oh my God, they're totally watching. Like I just don't even think about it. Do you do it?
Well, I talk to myself in my head and write it on a sticky note.
Oh, that's good.
Because most of the time when I'm talking to myself, I got to remember it. And either talk to my husband, Jeff, or my staff, or Mayor Poston. I just have to write it down.
Yeah.
Well, I've been told that like when you're memorizing something, you should say it out loud because your brain you're hearing it and you're seeing it. So that gives you a better way to remember it. And when I was trying to lose weight, the doctor told me to talk to myself in the shower to say, oh, you are going to look great today. You are going to look fabulous when you lose this weight.
Shower affirmations?
Yes. So if anybody ever walks into my house, they'll hear a conversation going on
like,
in the
you
shower.
look amazing today, Linda, says Linda.
I hope I don't ever say that out loud around here.
Hey, you might as well.
I don't
like
think so. Well, do you ever feel like there are hundreds of thoughts and tasks just bouncing around in your head? Well, there are. Recent studies from Berkeley and Princeton show that we get distracted from our primary focus around 4 times a second or 240 times a minute. But in these short bursts, we're really just getting a sense of our surroundings, which actually helps us to stay alert for danger. However, it can also mess with our mental focus on the task at hand. Do you feel like you've got a brain full of ideas competing in your head?
Always, always. And that's why I write them down. And I think that being a creative person, like we all are, right? You've got everything coming down, but what we need to do is we need to sift through them and focus and prioritize.
It's amazing what the brain can do, that it can be thinking hundreds of thoughts and then hopefully talking about only one of them.
I think, too, we're being imploded with so much information and so many different formats. I mean, my phone never stops from, and I think all these notifications, but also everything's a free form of communication now. Like it's totally okay to like send somebody a personal message on Twitter or a professional message. Like you're getting bombarded with information. You have to just be picking and choosing all the time where you're sending your attention. But
And
it
on the
gets
TV
exhausting.
screen.
Yeah.
On the TV screen, you're watching one thing and a crawl is going on below, and then a little guy is walking across the bottom. So you're focusing on 3 different things.
And everything is late breaking news.
Yes, yes, everything goes off on my phone. Alert, alert, alert.
Yep.
Well, our brains are pretty good for what they're going through. Here's something that is very interesting, maybe for our futures. Starbucks is paying its workers to give back to their communities. The company has introduced a new program that will allow some employees to spend half of their work week at a local nonprofit. Starbucks started this program last week with 36 employees in 13 cities. Now, for 6 months, these employees will spend 20 hours a week working at Starbucks and the other 20 hours a week working for the community in a community service organization that aligns with Starbucks' mission. They will do jobs like supporting the military, fighting hunger, protecting the environment, and helping refugees. Workers will be reimbursed by the nonprofit Points of Light and the Starbucks Foundation. What do you think about this?
Amazing.
I love it.
Love it too. You know, many of our volunteers volunteer as a company or group. We have many realtor groups. We have financial groups that as a team volunteer at the Blues Fest or at the Farmers Market. and many seniors volunteer together, and they get to wear our shirts or their shirts, and it builds teamwork and it contributes to the community. So hats off to Starbucks.
I wonder how they can do this, though, because employees are individually very important. And if that person is gone for 6 months or 20 weeks, they get out of the loop. They may get behind in what's really going on. They are going to rotate this, so everybody that wants to gets an opportunity to do it. But I just wonder how, I mean, we couldn't take you away from Realize Bradenton for 20 weeks.
No, that would be hard.
Or 20 hours a week. Yeah, well, I'm sure that they've figured out somehow how to balance their schedule. But what a great way to like set the foundation for philanthropic efforts in your community. You know, a lot of these kids are really, really young. You know, their parents may have dragged them somewhere to volunteer, or maybe they had to use their community service hour quota to get through high school. But that's when you get really excited. And if they're able to work with a whole bunch of different opportunities to see where their passions may lie, that may create a lifetime philanthropist. And they'll be the ones writing the big checks later.
And you know, in 2025, 75% of the workforce will be millennials. And local Bradenton research show, as well as national, that our younger generation really want to work, they want to work for a company that supports a cause.
And making a difference.
And making a difference. So I think it's also an HR opportunity to attract and retain great workers by allowing them to extend their talents to causes they love in the community.
And for Starbucks, what a great advertisement. When you see those employees out there, you say, oh, Starbucks really cares about our community.
Right.
They're really a part of us. So it's a great advertisement.
Well, I'm going to call our local Starbucks and find out about
Send us
this.
somebody down.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
Get your local
everybody's gonna
Starbucks
come
team
the
for
Blues Fest.
Exactly.
Well, a 10-year-old boy, Cameron Wilson, a North Carolina student, was punished for calling his 5th grade teacher ma'am after she told him not to address her that way. And she disciplined the boy by making him write the word ma'am 4 times on each line of both sides of a piece of notebook paper. Tamarin's mother told North Carolina TV station WTVD when she got home, she found that the little boy, who was going to the North Carolina preparatory school, looked like there was something wrong, and he told her about his punishment and that he had to get his parents' signature on that piece of paper. Tamarin's mother and father say they taught their son to address all adults as ma'am or sir as a sign of respect. They went to the school to talk to the principal, and they asked that their son be transferred to another school, and that transfer was granted. Okay, who's right? What do you think about this?
That's it's crazy.
You're speechless.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, I see there's a learning lesson in it for the young student about there are rules. However, when people get involved in talking about those rules, that there can be some positive action. So, I mean, ma'am is a sign of respect in my book. I'm not sure what the teacher was thinking.
And maybe if they could have sat down and the teacher in her class and talked about different customs
Yes.
and how we can all coordinate these customs and work together. It could have been a fun and happy
Right.
thing instead of something that this boy will never forget.
Right, yeah.
And the teacher doesn't look too good at this moment either.
No. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I can't even think of a scenario when this would make sense unless she's like, 23, fresh out of college, and ma'am to her seems like
An
more
old
senior,
person.
a more senior teacher. But still, a 5-year-old boy, come on, like that's just a little sign of respect.
And people are going to address you like that all over the country, so accept it as what it's meant for and don't
Right.
try to make something else out
Poor
of
little
it.
guy.
Okay, teacher, we want you to write 15 times.
Yes.
I'll not get mad
Get
at the
over
boy
it.
from
On
ma'am.
both sides.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Something happy. America's favorite cookie is launching some spicy new flavors if you're brave enough to try them. Oreo is launching wasabi and hot chicken wings cookies. This is not Oreo's first offbeat flavor, but people likely won't find these flavors on store shelves around here anytime soon. They're only available in China, but if you have just got to have them, you can go on eBay and have some for your very own. And now let's check with our mid-morning forecast, and when we come back, our piano is getting a makeover from the Arts Alliance.
An east wind brings us scattered showers and thunderstorms from the Atlantic into our area a little bit later on this afternoon. A lot of cloud cover around, but that's also mixed with some holes in those clouds that produces sunshine sufficient to boost temperatures up to near 90. We have a big ridge of high pressure still sitting to the north. That is a fixture that'll be around right straight through the weekend, provides us with this easterly wind flow. When we get our temperatures up to the 80s, we'll start to form a little bit of a sea breeze building in the afternoon. When we hit 90, the updrafts combined with combined winds clashing along our coastline will produce showers and thunderstorms, about a 60% chance of that. Now, way out in the Atlantic, we'll continue to watch this week a cluster of showers and thunderstorms that are going to develop, and those will gradually advance toward the state of Florida. Could enhance our rainfall chances next week. And Florence has an 80% chance of forming in the far Atlantic, bothering no one.
This is a story of a piano that was once a part of the Sarasota Keys exhibit on the streets of downtown Sarasota. From there it moved to our studio, but there were sour looks from our guest musicians when they tried to play it, so we got it tuned. It sounded good, but it still looked terrible. So we called Jim Shirley, the executive director of the Arts and Cultural Alliance of Sarasota County, for help. And this morning, Jim is back with our piano. Drum roll, please.
Playing drums on a piano.
Oh, Jim, what did you do to the piano?
Well, the first thing I did to the piano was I found a phenomenal local artist who is a portrait artist and wanted to participate in the Sarasota Keys project. And Dirce was able to paint this piano and make it look magnificent like we see here today.
It is beautiful, Dirce. So what was your inspiration for your art?
Well, since Jim invited me, asked me to paint this piano, I was very honored and happy about that. It was a great, great moment. And when I saw the piano, the first moment, and I thought, oh my God, I love this instrument. And they have great history, and it's more that something that I'm going to paint, and I'm going to honor, and I'm going to do something related with him. What I'm going to paint.
This is actually what it looked like when you saw it before you did your work on it.
Yeah,
exactly.
It needed a little bit of a makeover.
Yes, it did. It was pretty ugly at that time. And then you got to work. Now, you're a portrait artist, so it makes sense that you have portraits on here. Who are the portraits that you chose, though?
Well, I chose, in my mind, first I have like millions of people.
Yes.
But it was very difficult to choose, like I have here like a 6 or 8. And I chose some people that really had their careers focused and play piano. The artistic composers, they used to compose in the piano. And they bring joy and happiness.
Yeah, they certainly do, and I bet this piano brings a lot of that too. Well, Jim, this is not really what the Cultural and Arts Alliance usually does, is fix pianos, but you did a beautiful job, thank you. But tell me what you do usually.
Well, we do a lot of things. The Arts and Cultural Alliance is the umbrella organization for all of arts and culture in Sarasota County. So one of the things we try to do is to bring artists together with other artists, with the public, in ways to help all of us appreciate the arts and understand more about it. We are a membership organization. One of our major jobs is to be the advocate for the arts in the community. So one of the reasons that we need to have people join the Arts and Cultural Alliance is when we talk to the political world and to the business world about support for the arts, it gives us that comfort in numbers of being able to say this is important in our community. We also do a lot of work with the school system to make sure that the children have access to the arts and that the arts are never cut from the school budgets in the school. So we do a lot of things to help incorporate the arts into the entire community.
Well, I'm going to put my producer hat on for just a second, because this is almost a very literal example of one of the things that you do. And having all the different arts organizations on our show is very important to us, and it's important to our viewers. But having a piano that was not as attractive or ready for television was an issue for some of our viewers.
Did not look artistic.
But now you're actually bringing fine art into performing arts, into media arts. So this is a wonderful kind of marriage of all the great things that make the Suncoast great.
Well, thank you for that. And that's exactly the purpose of it. You know, we're the kind of the central organization that can and should make that type of thing happen. And it was just a wonderful project. Dirce has done a fabulous job of painting it. So as you say, bringing the fine arts into the performing arts into the digital arts, and away we go.
Which is what makes the Suncoast so great, are all of the wonderful performances we have here and all the great interest in the arts and people like Dircy who comes here and does her work here. We're so happy to have you here. Thank you for our beautiful, beautiful piano. We love it. We've got a lot of famous people on there.
And we're going to have
on our show.
Yes, we're going to have some famous people sitting behind it, hopefully, this season, so we're very excited.
Look at that. Thank you so much. You've made this a more beautiful place already, you two.
Well, thank you.
And for more information about the Arts and Cultural Alliance of Sarasota County, visit sarasotaarts.org. We'll be right back.
Once you get atrial fibrillation, you need to have a very close relationship with your primary doctor. Prevention is the whole ball game here, because once you have a stroke, you can't undo it. A year without stroke, it's a year that you can enjoy doing the things that you've worked all your life to finally get to do. You took care of yourself. You did what is necessary for you to be around one more year. And then next year, we'll celebrate one more year without a stroke.
According to a new survey by U.S. News & World Report, 3 of Alabama's top 4 hotels and resorts are part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail Resort Collection. The Grand Hotel Marriott Resort in Point Clear, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, and the Renaissance Birmingham Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa. Hey, we didn't invent Southern hospitality, we just offer more of it. Visit rtjgolf.com/resorts to find out more.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Introducing the ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker. This all-new mobile weather lab is just one more way. The team you trust is keeping you ahead of the storms. The ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker, sponsored by Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician.
With the new fall season here, we need a little help getting our social calendars all booked up, and we are in luck. We have the expert on the Bradenton entertainment scene with us today. Johnette, we're so glad you're here.
And I'm glad to be here, Linda, particularly about the Bradenton Blues Festival. We're in our 7th year. We have 100 days to go to the festival, and we're close to 70% sold out.
Wow.
Yeah, last year we sold out 2 weeks in advance, so if people are interested, they need to get their tickets and go online at bradentonbluesfestival.org. But what's fabulous about what we do, we were talking about great causes. Our festival raises money to put blues musicians in the schools.
And what do they do when they go into the schools?
Well, this year we're having Kingfish, who became a musician when he was about 7. They go into the schools. Kingfish will go in on Friday before the festival and work with 500 music students. We've worked with over 3,000 students, and they talk about what it feels like to be a professional musician, traveling with your mom or dad around the country, but still keeping up with your education. So it's a performance workshop, and he'll be one of the performers. What's also exciting is we've got some internationally known blues artists playing, and we have a local artist playing on the stage, which is the first time we've ever done this. It's Trey Wengvig. He's 15.
Wow.
We were so impressed with him at the International Blues Challenge in Memphis this year that he's on the big stage playing between the sets. So we know a lot of local fans who love Trey will be coming to the festival.
You know, not only do people, the fans want to come to this festival, but the stars want to come too, don't they?
They do.
Contact you.
And we have people every year from 10 foreign countries, 35 states, and 239 zip codes in the state of Florida. People travel all over. It brings business here. It brings visitors here. And people have moved their business and moved their residence here because they had such a great experience in downtown Bradenton in the friendly city.
And we're going to have Madison's brunch on is this the day after?
December 2nd. It's a 3-course fine dining experience with wine pairings and Bloody Mary bar. We only have 40 tickets left.
40 tickets?
40 tickets
oh
left.
My goodness.
and what's so exciting is we're having the Braille blues daddy, Brian Lee, who actually lives in Palmetto. He's nationally known, and he has been blind most of his life. And he moved here to the Bradenton area when he was flooded out from Katrina in New Orleans.
Oh.
So what a wonderful man and a great musician. So, and then of course Friday night, sponsored by Mojo Productions, we have the free Bradenton Blues appetizer event.
Which is great.
Yes.
But be sure you get there early for that one. Now, you've got an event in October, I believe.
We do. We have the Shoreline Shindig, and Holly from my staff will be coming in a few weeks. It's October 13th. It's all about the environment, sustainability, and so important. We're working with START, which is all about stopping the red tide. So it's going to be Passerine, Dr. David Brain from New College, his band, and great food and fun and libation and lots of learning about the environment and the shoreline, because we are working with START on our doubling the size of the Riverwalk. We're going to do natural shorelines and oyster beds, so it's exciting.
It's going to get better and better and better. Oh, thank you so much, Johnette. And next, something is going on in our WOW one-day painting green room. We'll learn all about robotics next.
Attention, do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, but there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-711-7200. Again, call 1-800-711-7200 now.
Zeus, are you trying to watch yourself again on TV? I know that you're excited about the new season of Animal Outtakes.
That's a boy. Good job.
New episodes, new animal adventures, and an all-new time. Join us for Animal Outtakes every Saturday morning on ABC 7. And you can look for us at a new time starting September 15th.
I'm Deshauna Barber. In 2016, I was proud to win the title of Miss USA. What makes me just as proud is my service in the U.S. military. In the service, a soldier gains skills and learns values like discipline and leadership. That makes them an asset to any business that hires them. If you're an employer, on behalf of Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, remember to hire smart and bet on a vet. Visit saluteheroes.org or call this number to learn more.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. Let's check back with Grill Master Joey from the Longhorn Steakhouse in our kitchen. Tell us what you're grilling today and about the Grill Us hotline.
Yes, at Longhorn Steakhouse, as Labor Day nears is the end of the summer. Also, it kicks off the tailgating season. So at Longhorn, we're going to be opening up our Grill Us hotline on Labor Day from 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock Eastern time. We open up a hotline that you can call in and get any kind of grill tips that you may have. So leave all the grilling to us. We're all about quality at Longhorn, whether it's in our restaurants or at your house. So we'll do our best to get you through grilling on that Labor Day or any tailgating you may do.
That is a great thing. Thank you so much. Well, First Robotics is on a mission to inspire young people to become leaders and innovators in science and technology. And how do you do that? By handing them some Legos and showing them how they can make Lego projects that come alive with robots by using science and technology. And then challenging them to build something so great they can win a major competition. We welcome Nearda LaFontant from the West Florida Robotics First Lego League Junior. She is the regional coordinator.
Hi.
We are so happy to have you
Thank
here.
you for having me back.
You speak the language of all of this now. Tell me about this competition that's coming up.
So this is an annual challenge that's issued with what's called FIRST, for the Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology, in partnership with Lego Education. And what they do is annually they issue a real world challenge for kids ages 6 to 14 where they research a real world topic and then they have to build a robot either to solve missions based on that topic for the older league or build a model in the younger league featuring the Inspire Model of the Year based on the topic. And this year it is space. The kids get to learn everything and anything about space and then present it to us in a project.
So you have to talk to and write because you've got to present the project. Okay, show us what all this is that you brought.
This is all fun, but a fun way to introduce kids to technology and engineering. So on this side, we have for the 6 to 10 age group, it's First Lego League Junior, and as I said, the topic is space, and it's called Mission Moon. So for the Mission Moon Challenge, they have to build this rocket ship, and then they load it with these different provisions. I don't know if you want to go ahead and put these in there. You just go ahead and stack one at a time.
Stack them where?
Yep, just stack them right in there. Just drop it in.
Right in there. Okay,
yeah, drop another
what are
one.
provisions? Oh, this is hard enough,
This is right. Anytime they get to decide whether it's food or water. Yep, go ahead and put that one on there.
Oh, this is food and water?
Yep. And then we're going to go ahead and put the rocket ship right back on there.
Oh, my grandkids love these Legos.
Just put that right back on there. And the difference between this and regular Legos is that these have some kind of motion or mobility, and the kids actually build this. And then if you want to go ahead and give that a turn, and you'll see the provisions come out of the rocket ship.
This.
Yep.
This. Okay.
Give the bottom piece a turn.
Here we go. Look, they're coming out.
Yep, and they're coming right out of the rocket ship.
There's our water. There are extra clothes.
Extra clothes. Gotta go to space with your clothes. You gotta look good. You gotta look good.
That's so great, and that's for the younger kids.
Yes, that's for the younger kids. So now we are for ages 9 to 14, and what they have, they actually build these models which are space themed, and then they have to design a robot using Lego Mindstorms EV3 to actually solve each of these missions. So for example, here, they have to build a robot that puts enough force on this to make the ship land here and not come back down. So if you want to put a little pressure right there.
Oh my, I'm afraid I'm going to goof up.
No, you're good. Oh, give it another whirl. There you go. So they're going to build a robot that does that. Here, it's a crater mission, and what they have to do is a robot that comes in this direction and makes this go down so that the flag goes up on the crater. So all of these are all interactive missions that the kids have to design and build a robot to complete for points in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow. They have to build this in 2 minutes and 30 seconds?
Well, a robot to do these different missions in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Prepare before so they know what they will have already done this at home and like they have their plan.
They work in teams between now and December for our region, the West Florida region, and as teams of 10, a minimum of 2, They come up with a strategy for which missions they want to get, how many points they're trying to get, as well as the project, and then they make a presentation on that project and then show off their robots in the mission.
So it's a local competition, goes to
It's
state?
local and then national. It's actually an international program.
Is the fact that they're in a competition, does that make them work harder and get more excited?
Actually, it's the opposite. It's not about the competition. I think it's the camaraderie and the fact to engage and have fun. The core values of this program are fun and being able to compete, but in a good sportsman-like way, which they go cooperation as well as gracious professionalism.
I like that.
So I think they get excited at working in these teams, finding like-minded kids that get excited about technology, excited about building, excited about researching a real-world topic. And then getting to express that in an open, fun environment.
Well, you know, I think kids sort of shy away from technology and from science because they think it's boring.
Exactly.
Well, this is anything but boring.
This is definitely an upgrade from our kid logos. Right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, and Lego Education just does a fantastic job of tuning into what kids need. So not only are they having fun, but they're also picking up on basic skills that may help them to get into fields in the future of STEAM, the science, technology.
So this is working in the schools or community centers?
It's working in communities, it works in schools. Right now we're doing a huge community push to get parents and teachers to start teams, and everything that you need comes with the kit, including all these robotic pieces. There's a guide at the younger level. So if you just want your child to level up, enjoy getting into technology, enjoy Legos, then this is the program for you.
Oh, and they're mostly already started in that direction with Legos.
Absolutely.
So this can just up them a few. Because I see some little space guys over there.
Yep, so these are other space themes for the older league. That goes on the robotic playing field.
Oh, I want to do that one. I like the higher league. Well, anybody can get in this competition. The kickoff for the First Tech Challenge is in East Central Florida on Saturday. It's September 8th, and it is at the Kennedy Space Center. For more information, you can find them online at firstinspires.org. Next, how Suncoast moms can get together with a fun project.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good Thursday morning, I'm Ray Collins. Today at noon, a new stand your ground controversy in Florida, this time in Polk County. An Uber driver shot and killed another driver after an apparent road rage incident. And we'll tell you about a new home sharing program by the Senior Center in Sarasota. It matches seniors with spare room in their houses with younger professionals looking for affordable housing. Here's the Thursday forecast now from meteorologist John Scalzi.
A big ridge of high pressure sits in the same place, providing us with an easterly wind and a good chance of showers and thunderstorms again today. With little daytime heating, we'll develop the sea breeze. The sea breeze collides with our east wind and boom, showers and thunderstorms blossom on the west coast. And some of it could be heavy, again, numerous lightning strikes, etc. Plus, we'll watch a tropical wave out here in the Atlantic, could rotate around the underbelly of this high and bring us better rain chances next week. Plus, Florence may develop into a system out in the Atlantic.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC 7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC 7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
Every week on Animal Outtakes, it's a new animal adventure. When our feathered friends are in need of some help, there is a place that is strictly dedicated to birds. We are visiting the Seaside Seabird Sanctuary. And we're meeting this sleepy tiger. And Onyx deserves a rest. He's had a difficult past. Join us this week on ABC 7.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
There's nothing more fun than getting together with a group of people who are going through the exact same thing you are, sharing experience, advice, funny stories. That's why the Sarasota Moms Blog was formed. Joining us is the mom who founded it, Lauren Haley, and we also welcome Kate tongue twister, Kate Wachowski of Kate's Cookie Lab, to tell us about some of these great moms that are bringing some great events and bringing all these moms together. So welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you guys are sort of building the bridge between all of us crazy moms who think we're all alone and we need something fun to do to get together.
Yes, you nailed it. I think as moms, we get so caught up in our day-to-day that we forget that there's someone out there just like us struggling with the same exact things we are. And so that's kind of why we started Sarasota Moms Blog, is to be like, hey, you're not alone. And we put out content every day talking about just different things, different topics that are hot topics for moms. And just so you just connect, like, you know, we've talked about postpartum depression. That's a real thing. And then
nobody talks about
it. Yes, yes. So we try to just be an encouragement in our community as well as bring moms together. And that's what we do through our events.
And some adventures, I hear. You guys do some adventures together.
Yes, we've had a mom prom. We have done our, so we did a 1920s themed. It was so much fun getting dressed up. And then we've done Bloom the last 2 years just to celebrate motherhood and just to get out without kids. And then we do these Moms on the Town on a monthly event, or a monthly basics, excuse me, and it's so much fun. It's just fun to get out without kids. I mean, we love our kids.
Was the mom prom just for moms?
You need that breathing space.
Yeah. And we need cookies.
Yes. Yes. So tell us about what we have here today, because this can tell you right now is way out of my skill set.
Yes. So we've partnered with Kate a couple times. She's done cookies for our events, and they're always a hit. People are like, I mean, look at our Suncoast View cookies.
Look at that Suncoast View.
Amazing. This is all Kate, like hand done amazingness. I can't speak more highly about her work. But so we are having a cookie decorating event coming up September 8th, and we're super excited because it'll give moms a chance to get out, let their hair down, try and do some cookies like Kate, and just have a good time.
Okay, Kate, teach us to make these cookies.
All right, I've gone with a fall theme because it's probably one of my favorite seasons, and I know we're all very excited for the weather to change.
So
we're going to start making this pumpkin. It's a pumpkin.
Okay, we're making the pumpkin.
All right.
Okay.
So you're going to start with, if the icing doesn't come out, just use the toothpick to
okay.
make sure it comes out smoothly. You're going to start with an oval.
An oval.
In the center of the cookie.
Oh, I see. We're making those stripes down the side.
Yes.
So we do all of them? Oh, I see.
Just
You're going
one.
around.
Watch me first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would have been.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is mine so wiggly?
Well, mine's up.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she. Uh-oh.
All right.
Really not paying attention.
Okay, start with your oval in the center of the cookie.
I just got a little bit more to fill in here.
And then
This
to
is
get
fun.
the icing to smooth out, see how this cookie is really nice and smooth. You just gently lift it onto your hand and tap.
You can't use your finger?
You could use the toothpick. Well,
We
you could
haven't
use your
messed
finger
up.
if you
We
wanted
haven't
to.
really messed up yet. We're covering the whole cookie.
So do you, I'm assuming you change your theme all year long when you do these fun events?
The hostess can choose the theme.
Oh, okay.
So we've done like a boho theme or under the sea theme. We do some with just flowers. So now that you've got your first oval, you can go around and do one of the sides.
Don't know if I have my first oval yet.
Linda, you did not pay attention to directions.
I'm just ahead.
Linda,
my whole
it's
thing is
beautiful.
covered.
I should have had you watch me first.
Mine isn't like spreading out.
You know what I think is fun
think
about
you-
this? Like, if you really do pay attention to what you're doing, it can make actually really beautiful cookies.
Yes.
But like if you had a charity event for like a school and a bunch of moms could get together and make some really beautiful cookies. I always wondered how you got it so smooth.
Shaking it helps,
No,
doesn't
you were
it?
doing really well over
Do a
here.
gentle tap on the palm
It's
of your
good
hand.
exercise.
Yes.
And
We're
that's what's
shaking our
fun
cookies.
what's fun about these ladies' night events is I get to teach ladies a little skill. So they leave with 5 cookies that are delicious, but then they also feel like they can accomplish
So the
doing them
kids
by
are glad
themselves.
when they come home because they bring cookies.
Of course.
And
now
then-
can we put on the green?
You can, Linda, you can put on the green. Yeah.
Okay. I'm
She's racing
excited.
through her
I don't want to miss my green here.
Oh yeah. This is
Let's
like
see what she
speed
did with
speed
it.
date.
My pumpkin has leprosy.
I think I'm failing the cookie class.
Oh, this is so
wait, I
much
kinda like it,
fun.
I'm really
And
impressed
if you
with
want
yours,
to
by
come
the
out
way.
and
Oh,
join
yes,
all
this
the
is very
fun
good.
with the moms on the town, the Sweets and Treats cookie decorating event is September 8th. To learn more, follow them on Facebook or find them online at SarasOtaMomsBlog.com. We'll be right back. I haven't got my green on.
The day you lose your strength is the day you lose your independence. Muscle is lost with age, affecting your energy, balance, and mobility. Before you know it, you're depending on others just to get through the day. But you can reverse and prevent muscle loss. Introducing MyoHealth, a revolutionary proven approach to increased muscle strength and function in as little as 30 days. Live life on your terms with more energy and confidence.
After a serious health issue put me down, MyoHealth's getting me back up again.
I'm doing activities that I haven't done for a long time. It really works.
MyoHealth is a safe, natural dietary supplement, the result of decades of research and 24 human clinical studies. You can live stronger at any age with greater strength, mobility, balance, and energy. Call or go online now and take the MyoHealth 30-Day Strength Challenge.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Attention! Do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, but there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-711-7200. Again, call 1-800-711-7200 now.
Love is literally in the air for some people. A new study shows that 1 in 50 airplane passengers meets the love of their life on an aircraft. The results came from interviews with 2,100 people from more than 100 different countries. Over half of airplane passengers say they have struck up a conversation with a stranger on a plane. So your odds of that stranger on the plane being your soulmate are better than that stranger at a bar being your soulmate. It's only a matter of figuring out which of those 107,000 daily flights that your soulmate is on. Okay, do you really think you can find love on an airplane on those cramped seats?
I think you can find love anywhere. I do. I think we have a lot of soulmates, and I think that you don't only have one in your life. I think they kind of come and go as you sort of need a reflection of yourself and to be your best self, I guess. So I don't see why you can't fall in love on an airplane. I know Whole Foods, all kinds of people fall in love with Whole Foods.
Well, Linda, 32 years ago, I met my soulmate, my current husband, in a bar in Providence, Rhode Island.
In a bar, so the odds were good for you there.
It was good.
Very good. I met mine on a football field doing an interview with him. Where'd you meet your husband?
David and I worked together for 5 years, and we were always the morning people, and we would just say, good morning, and then both of us had very similar breakups, and we had one drink and left, and that was it.
So bars,
that was one. We
bars,
just left work.
Kitchens,
Yep.
football fields.
There
you
you
can find
go.
them anywhere, and maybe an airplane too. Next, the Longhorn Steakhouses in our kitchen.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Webb. Coming up today at noon, Florida Fish and Wildlife are holding a workshop today in Longboat Key after a spike in coyote sightings in the area, and where they've now found even more cases of the measles in the Bay Area. Right now, though, let's check in with First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
So, over the next several days, I think we're going to see a couple of things in the forecast. One, a wet weather pattern that continues into the weekend. Two, a tropical wave down to our south that is forecast to lift up around this area of high pressure and perhaps bring us some extra rainfall next week. And a harmless Florence, perhaps developing off the coast of Africa and curving out into the open waters of the Atlantic. Hurricane Center gives that about an 80% chance for developing over the next several days. But again, no threat to Florida. We're watching a 10% chance of showers by around lunchtime, but then that increases to about 60% by the time we get to 3 p.m. and carries on into drive time tonight.
Another pair of satisfied emotions. Looks to me like elation and maybe some amazement. It's part of the Honda Summer Spectacular event experience. You could say satisfaction comes standard here, just like the Honda Accord comes standard with a luxurious, roomy interior. All at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
We see it all the time.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Accord, 2018's North American Car of the Year.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Find out first at 4 with ABC 7 News at 4. Weekdays on ABC 7.
Welcome back. We're here in Rice's Appliance Kitchen with Grill Master Joey, and he, of course, is from the Longhorn Steakhouse. You brought some good-looking stuff, Joey. What are you making?
Today we're going to make some ribs. And even
Some
though
ribs.
Longhorn, we're all about our quality steaks.
Oh, yes.
We're also about ribs, another one of our steakhouse favorites. So, of course, we're going to start with our raw rack of ribs. At Longhorn, we season them with our own proprietary seasoning. I'm going to grab that. We can go ahead and season that for me.
Okay.
Do that for me.
Tell me when to stop.
All the way down.
All the way?
Yeah.
You put a lot on it?
We do. We generously season all of our
Generously?
ribs
Is
and
that
steaks.
generous,
Perfect.
or do I need more?
Perfect. That looks good.
Can you tell us
flip
one
that, do it on the other side.
secret ingredient?
I can't. If you want to do it at home, you can use some garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper.
Okay.
Just the basics.
But you're leaving something
Perfect.
out
That
that you
looks
guys use, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Then we're going to keep it meat side up in the pan. We're going to add a cup of water.
Cup of water.
Okay. And just dump that right in there with it.
Nikki's good at this.
I love grilling.
All right, and then we're going to cover it with foil. Now this is the trick. You got to make sure you get the foil nice and tight on there, create a good seal. Okay.
So foil will seal.
Yes, and then when we do it in the restaurant, we cook it in the oven for 4 hours, slow roasted. To do it at home, you can set your oven to 325 degrees, cook it for about 2.5 hours.
Oh.
Okay. We'll put this just back here for now.
As seen
And
on
of course,
TV.
we already have the ribs that were pre-roasted at the restaurant.
Okay.
And at the restaurant, we use a flame grill, cooked on an open flame. Okay.
So those have been in the oven
Correct.
for
Those
4
are in
hours.
the oven
Okay.
4 hours. Then they go on an open flame.
Got it.
And then basted with our barbecue sauce. So make sure you season your grill.
Is this just olive oil or something?
Yeah, they were using a flat top grill since we're indoors. We don't
So
want
you
to
could do this
cause
inside.
any crazy fires going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll take So put it bone side down, meat side up first, and you
Okay.
want to cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Go ahead and baste it with the barbecue
I
sauce.
was hoping you would say that.
only
'cause I'm
3 to
dying
4
use-
minutes.
Because it's already cooked.
Yeah, they're
We're
already
just
cooked.
3
You're
or 4
basically just
hours,
heating
yeah.
them up, giving it that grill flavor.
Yeah, mama.
Faster.
Faster.
You're doing good. You're doing good. It's sort of
smells
like we were
good.
making those cookies. You're doing the same thing. Very good. Oh, it's beginning to smell good.
All right.
Yeah, perfect. So let that cook for about 3 minutes
Okay.
each. And then obviously this is our finished product.
And what is it
it'll look
served
like
with?
as it comes out. Serve with your choice of side. You can get anything, and a salad.
Now, is this also a secret sauce?
It is. It's our house-made barbecue
Okay.
sauce. It is made in-house, fresh every day.
So tell us about some of the other things you have over here while these are
Yeah,
finishing.
this is our famous outlaw ribeye. It's an 18-ounce bone-in ribeye that's served with our fire-roasted corn. It's a
Oh, that
little
corn
crema.
looks good.
Yeah, that
With
looks
spicy
delicious.
Parmesan cheese on top. It's a great summer item we keep around. And
So you
then
put it
it's
on the
our-
barbecue, the corn?
Correct, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
it's cooked over the open flame as well.
Does it have secret sauce?
It is. That's
Oh,
our
everything's
house-made
a
La Crema.
secret. Everything has a
Everything
secret
is a
sauce.
secret.
And up there we've got healthy things now.
Yes,
Broccoli.
very healthy. A little bit of broccoli, but the Parmesan crusted chicken. So special 2 6-ounce chicken breasts.
Wow.
Our own special Parmesan cheese blend, some provolone, and Parmesan breadcrumbs.
I'm getting hungrier.
I
and
know,
hungrier.
right? Let's flip these
How,
babies
how is
over.
our meat doing over there?
Good shape.
Cookie, come.
More?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Load it up there.
Uh-oh, he said ma'am.
Yeah. Don't send me home.
Oh
okay?
my gosh. You have to make us all ribs. So you mentioned earlier the hotline. So for people that are like in the middle of their preparation, they're like, oh my gosh, am I supposed to cover this or not? Or how long or what temperature?
Correct.
They can just call you. What are some of the questions you guys normally get?
Correct. We get everything. You know, how long to cook things, what to marinate things in, what to season them with.
So
what
is
should
there
you
a
do?
real live person that's going to be
There
answering
is,
that
yes.
phone?
Yes, absolutely.
So you can ask all those
Absolutely.
dumb questions.
You can ask whatever questions you want, no judgment.
Is it going to be you answering the phone?
I will not. You can come into the restaurant and ask
He'll be
me. I'll
doing
answer
this.
any questions you need.
He'll be doing this. So are you guys busy in the restaurant itself? Are you open on the holiday?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, if you don't
Do
feel
we
like
need to make
cooking any yourself,
reservations?
come on in.
I think instead of asking those questions,
Are you
I'm
getting
just going to
covered?
bring my crew in, and we'll enjoy. I'll
Sounds
enjoy it
good.
because I won't have a cleanup.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And it's a long time to think ahead and put this in, isn't it?
It is.
So once these are done, what's the secret to cutting them? Because I've botched plenty of racks of ribs trying to surprise my husband and cutting them incorrectly.
Just a knife. Get a knife, cut right in between the two bones.
Do you every one or every other one?
About every 2 bones, every bone or 2. It's the easiest way to eat them. They'll fall right off the bones, so I mean, these you could use a fork and kind of just pull them apart.
Perfect.
This is going to be good. Oh, look how they come apart. Wow. How many ribs per person?
Beautiful.
4?
Yeah, those are cooked perfectly.
Yeah, about 4. About 12 bones for a full rack of
I've got
ribs.
100 questions to ask about these. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for
Be sure
having
and
me.
call that hotline
Smells
and get
good.
all the information. Thanks for being with us today, and take time this afternoon to enjoy the view. See you tomorrow.